guys, how are we doing? Welcome to part 2. So there's a couple of things I'm going to say straight off the bat. One, as we get nearer to advent calendar releases, my office is going to get messier and messier, and you need to pretend you just can't see that. 2, I've worked out that I can control the video with my little selfie stick thing, so now I don't have to like reach over and press the button all the time. I feel like we're all growing on this journey, which is good. So this week, what are we going to be doing? Did you see how I just flawlessly stopped it there because I didn't know what I was going to say next? This button has changed my life. Right, I do know what I'm going to say next now, and that is this week we are going to create the skeleton of our bullet journal. So you're either going to find this really easy or it's going to be not overwhelming, but you're going to have to think about it. Hopefully, if you've planned before, you have like an inkling of what you like in a planner. And if you've not, I'm going to tell you what I like, and hopefully that will make you go, that's a great idea. Or you'll go, that is a stupid idea. I would never do it like that. I would do it like this. But either way, I've helped. So what we need to think about is what we want in our bullet journal and in which order we want it to go. So take not a long time, 5 minutes in fact, 5 minutes sounds too long. 2 minutes, just write, don't think about it, and write down what you want in a bullet journal. Right, pause me and go. So I did this list ages ago on my phone, but now I've realised I'm filming on my phone, so I've had to do it again on this little tiny scrap of paper. So the things I like to include in a bullet journal is a yearly overview. In fact, I've got props because I'm so prepared. This is my this year planner. She says she's got props, but then can't find it. This is my yearly overview. This is so useful. As you can see, I've actually not filled it in this year because we printed a massive one and put it in the kitchen. However, I want it in my planner because the times we're away and we go, ooh, we should do, and I'm like, oh, I don't know when that is though. So I'm definitely going to utilize it more next year, but it is crazy useful. This is also a download on my digital store, and I will link all that after. Remind me, because sometimes I forget. So yeah, the yearly overview is so important to me. I also want a vision board. This is the first year I've probably not done one. And I don't know why that is, because I love a vision board. One of my goals next year is to definitely like jump back into manifesting and all that lovely being your best self kind of vibe. But that is a whole nother episode. And I'm going to try not to jump ahead too much because I need the content. So after my vision board and my yearly view, I like my mum spreads. And I think this is where it becomes a personal choice because I like all my mum spreads right at the beginning. I cannot deal with having to flip through to find July. And I also never really know where they're supposed to come. Like if the month ends on a Wednesday, where do you put it? Because you can't put it in the middle. Well, I guess you could. You could just run to the end of the month, couldn't you? But I don't like that. But if you do and you have a planner and you think, no, I love my month being in the middle of my weekly spreads, it's a bullet journal. We can literally do whatever we want. But mine will be at the front, and that's the correct way to do it. I'm joking, it's not. The best way to do a planner is so it works for you. And then I like all my week spreads, and I like them to be over 2 pages. 2024 starts on a Monday, which is just, that's the good one. This is the good year. Already can feel it. It's going to be an amazing year. But if it didn't, I would definitely do a 3-day, 4-day, however long the week before it started. I would never try and like squish that in. And I always start on the 1st of the year. But again, personal choice. But 2024 starts on a Monday. So although if you do a Sunday start, oh guys, I'm not judging you. I don't understand it, but I'm not judging you. So just to quickly show you, this was, because 2023 was a Sunday start. So I did a whole week spread just for the 1 day because I wanted it to start properly on a Monday. And then after my weekly spread, it's going to be my back pages. My back pages are my fun pages. Trackers, goals, weight loss. That's an important one next year. My Etsy shops. Something I didn't do this year and I'm regretting so much is I want to keep a Christmas list throughout the year. I don't want to be getting to now and being like, what have people said they wanted? Because I can't remember. I want to have somewhere in my planner that I can write that down throughout the year. So now I'm not like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to buy anyone. We are not overly worrying about the back pages right now though. They come much later, and most of the time it doesn't really matter what order they're in. So we are actually gonna open up our planners now. I kid you not, week 2 and we are already jumping into the bullet journal. It's a boring task, I'm not gonna lie, but I do think it is one of the reasons I stuck to it this year. So I'm gonna tell you to do it, because I'm gonna do it. I am gonna write down in pencil, and let me see if I can find an example for you, because we're getting kind of near the end of the month. There we go, no I can. I write down on every page, can you see it says week 51, 4th to the 10th of December. And that's what you're going to do. You are going to essentially make a skeleton of your bullet journal. You're going to write down, again, let me have a look. So look, this is December's monthly spread. You're going to write down where stuff's going. Again, the back pages I'm not too bothered about, but definitely the start. You want where your plan is going to start, where every month is going to go, and where every week is going, in pencil on the top of those pages. And this helps for a few reasons. One, if you see something and you're like, oh my gosh, I love these stickers, I love this person's spread, I want to definitely do that on my birthday week, on Halloween, or on some date that you think this would be the perfect thing to go on this day, you can find that date. And then you can either stick a picture in and remind yourself what you want to do, or you can do it there and then if you're feeling creative. And I think that helps so much, because you don't want to get to, like, for example, your birthday week and be like, oh, I really want you to do something and I can't remember. And then you feel a little bit sad, because whatever you then do is not how you imagined it was going to be. And feeling sad when you've done a bullet journal is actually a real thing when you have great plans and you cannot bring them into fruition. Is that a word? You just put your own word in there. You cannot bring them into reality. That's a much better way to say it. I'm going to talk about this in another one, because I think there's a lot of expectations on bullet journals and we're going to break them. So I think that's going to be next week's episode, is myths and facts about bullet journals. Oh, look at me being super prepared. Actually crazy proud of myself right now. Oh, but guys, if it actually doesn't happen and I do a completely different video next week, please don't judge me, because I'm a little bit flaky like that. So that is your next step, is thinking, how do I want my bullet journal, and skeleton that out. I am going to open up the bullet journaling with Bethany Rose Facebook again. It's a Facebook group. It's been dormant for quite a while because I'm lax. I'm not gonna lie, like, social media is not my jam. However, come on, come over. I will do some discussions about what I'm gonna do. You can also say what you're gonna do. I mean, post in the comments what you're gonna do, because sometimes people need to hear lots of different ideas and then one will click and they'll be like, that's exactly how I would do this, exactly. But look on Pinterest, there's some great bullet journals on Instagram and stuff. Like, get a feel for how you want your layout to be. Also, just look at your previous planners. So it was 100% Passion Planner that made me go, Mums in the Front is a great idea. This is inspirational, well done. Why have I never thought about this before? And if you're a little bit worried, you're like, oh yeah, I want a vision board and a yearly overview, but do I want something else in the front? Leave a couple of blank pages. And then if you think of it, great. And if you don't, you can just put pictures in there and do a nice little, oh, I'm going to picture out my year of 2024, like all the fun memories that I've done. So I think I definitely did that once somewhere. I don't know where. As I'm thinking, I was like, I think it was in a Passion Planner. Maybe I'll have a hunt around and see if I can find it. But yeah, if you leave a blank page extra in the front, we can definitely find stuff to do. Do you know what I mean? We can do that. We will work it out. We will put pictures of our dogs or our kids or our partners, or just pretty places, because who doesn't love a beautiful, beautiful place to look at? So my kids watch a lot of YouTube, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit compelled to say, please like and subscribe. But I'm not gonna, because it feels really dirty. I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. I'm not saying it again. That's it. That's me done now for the whole series. So unless you watch this one, That's it. Oh, look, I've got the little thing in my hand. But I am going to definitely try and be more active in the Facebook group. So please come and join us over there, because I think a discussion and hearing what other people are going to do would actually be really beneficial. And when we come back next week, or maybe the week after, because I did say myths and facts next week, I want your skeleton bullet journals done. If you need any help, drop a comment down below and I will respond, or come to the Facebook group, because actually loads of people might respond then. But yeah, skeleton out your bullet journal, work where it's out gonna go, and then we're gonna start with the proper fun stuff. I hope you have an amazing day. See you later for part 3.